I'm watching the Eagles and Ravens game. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm not going to show the screen. But right now, it is NFL preseason week one. We saw a little bit of Andy Dalton play, almost an interception against the Baltimore Ravens. If y'all did not know, the Baltimore Ravens just hired over the offseason Jesse Minter. He was the DC over in Los Angeles. Before that, he was at University of Michigan, and before that, he was the DB coach in actually Baltimore. So, great hire for Baltimore. Just waiting for whoever wants to pop in. Tyler Huntley is still on the Ravens, or he's back on the Ravens. Interesting. Just waiting for whoever is able to pop in. There we go. Back on this. I don't know if we're still live. There we go. But y'all, again, welcome to the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on all socials. If you guys are not new here, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to stay tuned for future interviews. I've interviewed banana ballers, MLB players, NFL players, college football players, college basketball players. So again, yeah, stay tuned. And make sure to go follow on Instagram because we're almost to 900 over on Instagram, almost to 4K here on YouTube. TikTok, I don't really upload a lot on TikTok, but the TikTok is somewhere in the bio as well. So, but appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure to drop in your NFL, NBA, MLB, college basketball, college football, any sort of hot takes in the chat. Yeah. I do want to say my least knowledgeable sport is college football. Every other sport I should be fine with. But again, college football is coming up, so stay tuned for that. Just watching the Eagles and Ravens game. I don't know how to pull up the chat, so if anybody chats, please put something in the chat. I gotta find a chair to place this on. I'm in my basement right now, just watching the live stream. So. There we go. But y'all drop your who's all doing fantasy football this year? Let me know in the chat. I'm excited to what's up? What's up, Julie? If you have any hot takes also about fantasy football, I would love to answer those as well. Whatever I can do. I'm looking at that edge room for the Baltimore Ravens. You got Mike Green, Zion Young, Tavius Robinson, and new addition over the NFL offseason and Trey Hendrickson. I love Trey Hendrickson. When he is healthy, he is probably a top 5 edge in the entire NFL. So a great pickup from the Baltimore Ravens after missing out on Max Crosby. 10th year is crazy. Makes me feel old. I remember when I was growing up and I was watching guys like J.J. Watt and Julius Peppers towards the end of his career. But yeah, welcome to the chat. If you guys have any hot takes, make sure to drop it in the chat. Anthony Weaver was a great hire at defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. I know the Baltimore Ravens are going to be a very defensive-minded team. So. Yeah. But y'all, I wanna hear y'all's takes in the chat. What's up, Dobby? I do want to ask y'all, for the ones who are in the chat and who pay attention to the NFL, when it comes to fantasy football, who do you think is the RB1? Is it Bijan Robinson? Is it Jahmyr Gibbs? Or is it somebody else? Let me know in the chat. So, you got Jahmyr Gibbs, who can flourish in that Lions offense. The Lions offense was still productive under, I forgot who the new OC is because I know Ben Johnson's now the head coach in Chicago. Gibbs, yeah, I completely agree. After seeing how bad that Atlanta Falcons offense was yesterday against the Denver Broncos, it was pretty horrific. But that was really with no Bijan. You had Tyler Goodson. But and a lot of people say don't overreact over an NFL preseason game. I just want to say the Falcons need to get their stuff together if they want to at least compete for the NFC South. I love Jahmyr Gibbs, though. I love Jahmyr Gibbs. Personally, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Big fan of Saquon Barkley. He did nothing under Kevin Patullo last year. I really wish we still had Kellen Moore. I love the hire in Sean Mannion, so we'll see how he incorporates, man. You gotta go. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Send it out to your friends if you want to hear some sports hot takes. So. Yeah. I want to see how this plays out because I know this guy's not going to start over Lamar Jackson. But Joe Fagnano, man, he was the starting quarterback over at UConn last season. Had the best touchdown to interception ratio out of any FBS quarterback. A very accurate quarterback. Got an invite to the NFL Combine last year. So. But glad to see him finally get his chance. I'm going to try and find out how to put a Q&A in this chat from the phone. Yeah. But again, drop any. I've been on King Shaw all day, bro. What's up, man? What's going on, Planet? I can't see your name, but what's up? Drop any sports take in the chat, man. And I will answer it to the best of my ability. Share this out with your friends and family. Make sure to go follow on Instagram, JD Sports Zone, almost to 900 over there as well. Stay tuned for some more big interviews coming soon. Ooh, that was a great play. Oh yeah, Jacoby Lane, Jalen Lane, one of the two. But yeah. Drop any take you have in this chat, please. Please do. I want to talk some sports. I graduated back in May. I did 4 years of college sports radio, so I miss talking sports. So please drop some in the chat. It really can be about any sport. It doesn't really matter. What take you have. So, have a nickname. Sorry, I saw a Q&A sticker. I don't know where that came from. going on, fellas? But yeah, I just want to say I do want to talk about some fantasy football players that I'm very high on this season. If you guys are looking to do fantasy football, I might be potentially starting a fantasy football league with some other podcasters and creators. So stay tuned with that. I do a lot of stuff with my guy Jack Dobbins from the Playoff Push podcast. Shout out my guy Jack. It's now Playoff Push Media. Great for him. Excited to see what content they put out there. And we recently did a DC athlete draft with Bat Boy Shelley from Bat Boys Baseball. Make sure to go check that out. My last interview I interviewed the Chicago Bears and Chicago Bulls PA announcer, Mr. Tim Sinclair. He was nice enough to take time out of his very busy schedule to speak with me about the journey into breaking into the sports media industry. So go check that out as well. Back to fantasy football. Sorry, I got a little off track. I'm very high on Luther Burden, the 7th-ranked offense in all the NFL last season, 6th in passing yardage from Caleb Williams. Ben Johnson really elevated that Chicago Bears overall team from the previous year to last year. Ben Johnson was very successful in Detroit as an offensive coordinator, ran a 2 tight end set, carried that on over to Chicago. But I'm a big fan of Luther Burden. After the departure of DJ Moore is now in Buffalo. You still have Roma Dunze, who's dealing with a little bit of an injury. You had the 2 tight ends in Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. But Luther Burden is taking surges in Team 1 reps in targets. So keep a lookout for Luther Burden as a solid wide receiver 2 flex spot if you're looking for a guy like him. Jacoby Lane, not Jalen Lane. My bad. Jalen's his brother. That makes me... Dude. Yeah, that makes me feel old, man. I'm only 22. This is crazy. And they got people in the NFL now that are my age. When I grew up with guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning, guys like them, Tony Romo, Russell Wilson. It's insane to see a guy like Russell Wilson retire. I remember seeing him getting drafted. I was maybe 8 or 9 years old when he got drafted to the Seattle Seahawks, and one of the better quarterbacks of my generation for sure. I have a Russell Wilson Broncos jersey somewhere here. I need to go find that. There's Zay Flowers, bro. Dude, Zay Flowers, man. Zay Flowers got absolute bank for being a mediocre wide receiver. Like, he's a slightly above average wide receiver. I understand that he's like a 1,000-yard receiver, but he's barely banking that as the only target in Baltimore. And I don't think that Jesse Minter coming in is going to really elevate Zay Flowers' game. I'm not really high on Zay Flowers. He's like a Terry McLaurin-esque player. Not saying Terry. I would honestly take Terry McLaurin over Zay Flowers when he's healthy. You know, he had about 4 touchdowns towards the end of the season. Can't say 5 because Jaden Daniels will get mad. Watching Andy Dalton in Eagles jersey is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I'm excited to see that. I need to know y'all's opinions on Brock Purdy. Is he a system quarterback? I think he's an above average quarterback. I think he's very accurate. I like Brock Purdy a lot. You know, everybody says that, oh, Brock Purdy um, is a system quarterback. He's nothing special. When majority of that Niners defense went down, Ricky Pearsall was out, Brandon Ayuk was out, George Kittle was out for a little bit. Yeah, you have Christian McCaffrey, but one player doesn't make a team. I think Brock Purdy did a great job carrying that Niners team to the playoffs. And he played in a really tough division. I think the NFC West is one of the toughest divisions in all the NFL. I mean, you have the Rams, you have the Seahawks, you have the reigning Super Bowl champions, you have the reigning NFL MVP on the Rams, and the Rams only got better with Myles Garrett. You still have Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua is about to get that big contract from LA. So, yeah, I think the Niners are extremely overlooked. And Brock Purdy as well. Like, I have a lot of NFL hot takes that people don't agree with. I believe that Dak Prescott is a borderline top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I'm saying that as an Eagles fan. Extremely accurate, passes for high yardage, a lot of touchdowns, very minimal interceptions when given the right OC. You have CeeDee Lamb, you bring back George Pickens, you have Jake Ferguson, who elevated his targets in open field all last season. Javonte Williams, who's a great receiving back, really showed out after departing from Denver. I think that was a great addition to the Dallas's offense. Dallas made great addition on the defense with Caleb Downs. They just need a really solid O-line and a coach that's actually gonna elevate his game. Like, I'm not a big fan of Brian Schottenheimer. I don't understand why they went within when the problem really was within. When they departed from Matt Eberflus to the other guy. Yeah, Mekhi Lemon, man. I'm excited to see Mekhi Lemon in this Philadelphia high-tempo offense this season. If he's healthy. I want him to stay healthy. I'm glad that he's not really out there today. I want to keep him. I understand you need some reps in game, but I would rather keep a Mekhi Lemon healthy than him being injured the entire time. So, yeah. But again, stay tuned for more interviews. We're supposed to have Quentin Jammer on. I don't know if that's going to happen, but a potential interview with former NFL DB Quentin Jammer. Probably going to have more former baseball guys on. More banana ballers towards the end of the season once they wrap up the season. I know we're going to have some returning guys who were on the podcast earlier this year, saying that they want to hop back on the pod to speak about their season, so stay tuned with that as well. I do want to try and interview some former NFL guys, so if anybody has connections to former NFL guys, let me know. DM me on Instagram. I'd love to get the opportunity to speak with them. I don't do a lot of football interviews, so I kind of want to venture into that as well. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more collaborations with other podcasters as well, so stay tuned for that. I might be taking a little bit of. There's gonna be a little bit less content coming up on the podcast just because I do start a new job soon, and that's gonna take up majority of my time as I push out content on this channel, so I'm going to try and put out as much content on this channel as possible before I start this new position somewhere else. So, but yeah, let me know in this chat if you guys have any hot takes. I see that there's a couple people in here. Let me know your favorite NFL team down below, too, and a hot take relating to your team. What's up, JT? Finally watching an Eagles game. Yeah, I'm watching an Eagles game. I'm watching the Eagles-Ravens game. What are you talking about? I watch every single game, every single week. That's my goal, man. That's what I do. So, but JT, drop a take in the chat. Anything outside of Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen, because we already discussed about that. Any take outside of that? Because I know we've already spoken about that multiple times. By the way, make sure to go follow Wolf Sports Network. My former college radio station, JT, has taken the reins over as a Sports Out of Pocket host. They're going to do great this season. Season 8, crazier rates. So, yeah, stay tuned over there. I know they're going to be hopefully living up to the hype. I believe in them for this upcoming semester. So, I'm excited. But make sure to go follow on Instagram as well over there. What the? Okay. Eagles get third in the NFC East behind the Cowboys and Giants. Personally, I'm not a big believer in the Giants. I love the Cowboys as a team heading into this season. They upgraded the defense with Caleb Downs. I think that was a great addition to Dallas. They didn't make a lot of NFL offseason moves. I think that the Eagles can still push for that 1 to 2 spot. The Giants, I mean, yeah, you have Harbaugh. Harbaugh is going to do something. You got Malik Neighbors back. You have Scatterbo back. But there's no guarantee with that O-line. They did absolutely nothing to that O-line over the offseason. So I'm not really a big believer in the Giants. I still think the Giants, with a healthy JD5, place in 4th. Maybe 3rd. But I think the Eagles come in 2nd. I'm a believer in them. I'm also a big believer in Mekhi Lemon. I'm a big believer in Mekhi Lemon. Considering that the Eagles also have the best secondary in the entire NFL with Tariq Woolen, Andrew Makuba, Cooper DeJean, and Quinyon Mitchell. And Marcus Epps. A lot of people sleep on Marcus Epps. But yeah. But not a bad take. I wouldn't say that's a bad take. Save it for the show. I don't know. Save it for the show. But yeah. But continue dropping stuff in the chat. JT, send this out to the rest of the crew, man. I don't know if I already dropped it in the chat, but send it out to them to comment some stuff in the chat. Dude, I don't. The fact that I understand it's a preseason game, but you got Andy Dalton. Falcons are a playoff team and 2 starts the whole season. No. I love what the Falcons did in the draft. They got Zachariah Branch to pair up with Jahan Dotson, Drake London. Kyle Pitts did pretty well last season. I mean, you get rid of Zach Robinson. You got Tommy Reese, who doesn't have a lot of experience calling plays. You keep Jeff Ulbrich. You have Jalen Walker out for the season. You maybe Pierce Jr., I don't know. But bolstered their defensive secondary. I don't know. It's favor of schedule, I think. I still have the Panthers and I had the Buccaneers and the Saints over them. I'm a big believer in the Saints. I'm not saying they're like playoff team, but Patriots missed playoffs after being a Super Bowl team last year. That's absolutely false. The Patriots retained absolutely everybody. And and the Ravens just scored. But they also got A.J. Brown. So, like, you give Drake, I understand it's a tougher schedule, but you give Drake May the number one target that he needs. And considering Drake May didn't really have any wide receivers last season, outside of, like, Diggs a little bit, but I think you got A.J. Brown, you got Hunter Henry, you extend Hunter Henry, and you pretty much keep everybody, so I think I think they stay in a similar position. I don't think they reach the Super Bowl though. I don't think it's a Super Bowl repeat. Ooh, Tyler Loop, man, that's crazy. Yeah, but I love the answers. Keep coming with the NFL stuff, man. Yeah, JT, we got to run back fantasy football this season, man. That's something we got to do. I'm in the works of getting a former NFL player to determine the draft order, if that's what we're gonna do. Because I would love to do that. As long as you're not commissioned, I can't. By the way, guys, I want to say, imagine trading. What was the trade in the chat, in the Trey McBride trade? What was the Trey McBride trade? Put that in the chat, and I want the chat to determine how bad that trade was. It was absolutely horrific. Personally, I didn't have the greatest team. I didn't have the greatest. Dude, you're saying, like, as long as you have a different commission. I came in last place. And you still won the whole thing. So, like, what are we doing? I let a lot of trades slide through that shouldn't have slid through. So I don't know why you're the only one complaining, man. Like, it was just bad. Might get Tyrell Adams to determine my my fantasy football draft order. So happens for a Reese's. Some Jacoby Lane, man. Is your hair real? Looks like a movie star hair. I appreciate it. I know JT's laughing in the chat. No, it's real. And I know that's a what's it called? That's got to be a troll chat, man. Yeah, I know it's real. It's real. Appreciate it though. But drop sports takes in the chat. RF Jersey, I appreciate it. Yeah, just drop any sports takes in the chat. Jacoby Lane might be a underrated star for the Baltimore Ravens, man. It looks like, I can't tell if that's Jair Alexander, but it looks like Jair Alexander. But I don't think that's Jair Alexander. By the way, Jair Alexander might, like, during the 2020s, in the early 2020s, he might have been like a top 5 DB before injury. Ooh. Tez Walker, man. North Carolina legend, Tez Walker. Oof, oof. That's crazy. Seahawks repeat as the NFC Super Bowl rep. I'm very excited to see how Jadarian Price fits in the Seattle Seahawks offense. After the departure of Kenneth Walker, they didn't re-sign him. I don't know. Sam Darnold has had back 14 win seasons. Backed by a great defense both times. But there's nothing you can deny saying Sam Darnold is not a top 10 quarterback in the entire NFL. I think he's probably number 9, number 10. After passing for over 4,000 yards last season with JSN and Cooper Cup. So I mean, Seahawks got rid of Tariq Woolen. They're a little winded on the defensive side of things. They just made Devin Witherspoon the top paid cornerback in NFL history with that $104 million deal, something like that, I believe. But with the Rams, I think the Rams genuinely make it out the NFC. I would be surprised if the Rams don't. They added Myles Garrett. They retained everybody. Keep Devontae Adams. Keep Puka Nacua. Keep Tyler Higbee still their tight end, I believe. Matthew Stafford is coming off an MVP season at the age of 37, 38 years old. Yeah, so I don't. Titans sneaking. Okay, here's my thing about the Titans. I know we spoke about this on Sports Out of Pocket. I think the Titans are very underrated. I think maybe an 8-9 win team. Yes, you have Carnell Tate. Yes, you have Elick Ayamnor. You have Wan'Dale Robinson. But that's really it. I think Wan'Dale's still there. I mean, Tajay Spears. I'm worried about the run game. I'm really worried about the run game. They made some great defensive additions. I think the run defense, despite a terrible record last season, they were like the 7th ranked run defense in the entire NFL. Their pass defense really scares me. That's the only weak spot I see about the Tennessee Titans, especially in a pass-heavy AFC South. When you have Trevor Lawrence, who doesn't run the ball at all, and he's going to be throwing the ball to Travis Hunter when he's healthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington. And Parker Washington's absolutely underrated. I love Parker Washington. A great off-ball receiver. But yeah, Titans can win at least 8 games. I can see about 8 or 9 games. I don't know about a wild card spot, but I like the Titans this year. Much better than I liked them last year. So, it's just I need to see more out of Cam Ward. Because Cam Ward he was the number 3 rookie quarterback in my opinion, behind Jackson Dart and behind Tyler Shuck. Because Tyler Shuck, oh, let me tell you about him, man. It's crazy. Jordan Tyson, Chris Olave, Jawan Johnson, absolutely nasty. With Kellen Moore as the head coach. Kyler Murray leads Vikings to playoffs. I don't hate it. Their O-line kind of let them down last season. Wasn't the greatest O-line last season. You bring in, you have Kevin O'Connell still there. Kyler Murray going to have a Baker Mayfield type of comeback if he stays healthy. Kyler Murray needs a better O-line. They didn't really do much to bolster the O-line. I forgot who the Vikings took in the first round this year. It's like Blake Miller or something, right? I think that might have been the Lions. But you got Jordan Addison, you have T.J. Hawkinson, you have Justin Jefferson. You got J.J. McCarthy didn't really do much with giving Jay Jettas the ball, had a slight down year. You had Max Brosmer. You had Carson Wentz. I liked first year Kyler Murray. This is a make or break year for Kyler Murray. If Kyler Murray doesn't do good this year, he performs at the Pro Bowl type level that he was his sophomore year, sophomore or junior year in the NFL, I think it's wraps for him. He's going to be a NFL backup. But I'm excited to see how it goes for the Vikings this season. They also don't really have much on defense anymore. They got rid of Jonathan Grenard. He's now a Philadelphia Eagle. Harrison Smith is retired, or retire out there. So, but Kyler Murray gonna have a Baker Mayfield type of comeback, maybe. Baker did great in his first year with Tampa Bay. I think you surround him with the right pieces, he'll be fine. I'm just a little worried about the offensive play calling from the Vikings. That's the only reason. But I'm going to get off here in about a few minutes, about 5 minutes before the second. I'm going to probably let this quarter run out. Lamar Jackson stepping on the side. Who do we got? Tanner McKee? Is that Tanner McKee or Andy Dalton? Looks like Tanner McKee. Ooh, that was an ugly pass. TJ Tampa is solid. Tanner McKee throws it up the middle. And it's incomplete. I'm going to miss Tony Romo on the call this year. I mean, he's getting replaced by J.J. Watt. I love J.J. Watt. He brings a lot of character to what he does. He also has experience with, what's it called? Oh, great return. Also has experience with acting in movies. So, a great personality to have on the broadcast booth in Mr. J.J. Watt. Zion Young, 2026 second-round draft pick. There we go. Oh, he was the outside linebacker from Missouri. I forgot about that. That's crazy. Youngest of 11 children. Teammates with Nate Wiggins in high school. But any other NFL hot takes, fantasy football hot takes, NBA hot takes before I hop off here in about 3 minutes? By the way, I want to say that all around, Russell Westbrook is a top 5 point guard of all time. Everybody keeps saying he's the GOAT point guard. They either overrate him or underrate him. Personally, I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Russell Wilson, one-time MVP, not like 9-time All-Star. One of the best defensive guards as a yeah. Nobody calls him JA-17. DJ Moore finished as a top 10 wide receiver. No. I think if we're looking at fantasy-wise, I'm taking Puka. I'm taking JSN. This is fantasy-wise. I'm taking Puka. I'm taking JSN. Taking Nico Collins. To be honest, I'm taking Devontae Smith as a fantasy option. AJ Brown, to be honest, I'd take AJ Brown over DJ Moore. The way Drake May isn't really a mobility quarterback. Caleb Williams only really passes whoever the wide receiver one is for the Bears. Yeah, there's a couple guys I'd take him over him. I'm not giving you Devontae. That's crazy. Sean Mannion is a pass-first quarterback coach. And now that Devontae Smith is the wide receiver one in Philadelphia with Mekhi Lemon on questionability, I'm taking Devontae. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb. I'd take CeeDee Lamb over him. Jamar Chase. I'd take Jamar Chase over him as well. What was that? To be honest, it's crazy because I might say Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey is a definite yes. I think his production's going to go absolutely astronomically up. compared to last season.
Talked about in our meeting not having the pre-snap penalties, making sure you're concentrating on when the ball's going to be snapped on offense and defense. Setting up 1st and 15 and 7-0 Ravens.
I don't know.
2:50 and counting remaining in the second
But
quarter.
yeah.
Ravens on their own.
But thank y'all so much, everybody, for joining. JT, RF Jersey, Dobby, Planet, Julie, Veronica. I give you Lab before I give you Smith is crazy. Honestly, like it's an argument. But thank y'all so much for joining. Make sure to stay tuned for more episodes, more videos coming out. I know I'm doing a fantasy football do's and don'ts video coming out on YouTube soon. Stay tuned for another interview coming up soon with a former MLB player. So stay tuned for that. A couple draft guys who just got drafted this year too in the works for scheduling. So stay tuned for more of that. Make sure to go follow on Instagram, almost to 900 on Instagram for JD Sports Zone. Trying to roll some more content out of there. TikTok, don't really upload on TikTok, but might be doing some stuff out there. And for YouTube, we're almost to 4K. We're at like 3,860 right now. If you want to see more content relating to that, make sure to stay tuned. Again, I start a new job next week, so it's going to be a little bit less content, but I promise you, I'm going to be giving the best out of my ability for the content, for the fans, for the viewers, for the love of the game here on JD Sports Zone. So appreciate y'all for staying for the stream and tuning in, and I hope y'all have an amazing day.